Carousel of Carnaval.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Carousel of Carnaval. It's opening day of Mardi Gras 2021 here at Universal Studios Orlando, and I'm not alone. I'm with Cam from Cam's Travels.
What's up, everyone?
How's everyone doing? And I hope you guys are hungry because I sure am. Let's go check it out. And if you guys like this video at Mardi Gras here at Universal Studios Orlando, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. So Mardi Gras is working a little differently at Universal this year because of COVID-19. They're not going to have the floats coming down the street. They're also not going to have the main stage with the concerts. They're not going to have concerts. As you guys can see, we have a food truck right here. They're almost more like boxes type of things, like containers. But that's where they're going to have most of the food for Mardi Gras this time around. Now they're going to have more than usual as well because it is Flavors of Carnaval, which I think like Mardi Gras has never really taken over like a second name. Now it's Flavors of Carnaval because they're gonna have more food. I think they're trying to supplement that for, you know, maybe like all the entertainment they normally have.
I just want to take a quick moment to show you guys all the floats at Mardi Gras 2021. It's not exactly what we're used to, as none of the floats made their way through the streets, but all the floats were on stationary display. The floats range from classic Mardi Gras to a whole lot of pirates. The colors were very vibrant, matching the enthusiastic team members who were throwing out beads. Almost all of the floats feature lights as well, adding even more flair to the display. And now that that's covered, let's go back to walking around.
And here's another look, guys, at the Bloody Marys. The Bloody Marys bar right here, which looks pretty awesome. And then right over here, we have another float we're kind of looking at, which just one, look at the details too on this, pretty cool. I guess normally they would drive these around. Pretty sure they're staying stationary today, but this is pretty awesome. So here at Mardi Gras, guys, they have the tribute store, which you can get all the Mardi Gras merchandise inside this store right here. They have it just for the specific different events they have here at the park. So we're gonna go in there actually next and see what kind of merchandise we can find, what they got, and I'll show you guys. You guys know how much I like merchandise, so let's go check it out. All right, guys, so we're inside the tribute store, and right away you can see all the different decorations. They have all the musicians, which I think is pretty cool, jazz musicians. And it's much darker in this part, but yeah, check this out. This is one of the first rooms, and you can kind of see the centerpiece right up there, the tributes it says, and it's got like a little jazz set up for the band, which is pretty awesome, honestly. I'm looking at the masks right now, guys, and one thing I just noticed is like, I thought these were gonna be a lot more, but they're actually only $15. So I think Cam said he's gonna buy one. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that is better one. Yeah. I was honestly, like I saw it, so I was expecting to see like 150.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard these are COVID friendly too, but I'm not sure. As you guys can see, these masks are a little different from these masks, but they are like pretty affordable from what I said, compared to like kind of what I was expecting coming out. I feel like gonna be around like that 35, 45 range, but some of them are 15 bucks, so it's actually not that much compared to what I thought they were gonna be. And then here, I don't know if this is like the exclusive shirt of the event, but they do have a Universal Studios Florida shirt, Mardi Gras, which is actually kind of nice. And that is $25. Not too bad for like a shirt like that. And they also have some lanyards, some cool keychains to go with that, a bunch of different stuff. Oh, license plate. Yeah, it's all pretty cool stuff. And like I said, it's all themed for Mardi Gras Universal. And then they have some Mardi Gras hats up here. $20. All right, guys, so this room is pretty dark, but this is actually the second room. And it's themed like a cemetery, which I think is pretty cool. And I was reading about this too, but as you guys can see, like look up at the ceiling and everything, pretty well detailed, pretty cool theming in the store so far. So guys, now we're actually in the third and final room, and this one's actually kind of like pirate themed, or at least harbor themed. And I just asked Cam about it too. I was like, is this like a pirate thing? He said it is. He said like pirates are kind of part of Mardi Gras, so I guess you learn something every day. And actually I noticed right here, they have Universal candies, but yeah, which is pretty cool. So they have alligator gummies, and then also these like kind of like bones, a little mix I guess too. They have like skulls, things like that. Well, I'm trying to see the prices on here. Yeah, I don't see any like clear cut prices, but they also have milk chocolate too, which is kind of cool. That's $6.95. And I'm guessing this might be like chocolate too, honestly. Oh yeah, check that out, guys. This is like a big chocolate, but it looks like a big like coin. That's pretty cool. And what did I say? That was $12.95. So here's like another like exclusive shirt too, because it actually does say Universal Orlando right here. And that's $25. So it's a little different than the other one. But honestly, I like the first one we saw. I like that a little more. And then right over here to the right, they have a cool sweatshirt actually. I really like the logo on the back of this, or like the decal, I guess you would call it. But that's pretty sweet. I want to see how much these actually are. Let's see if we can find the price tag. Yeah. $57, but I do actually like, I like shirts that like have like not a lot going on the front, have like that little logo, yeah, and then a little more on the back. But yeah, pretty cool sweatshirt actually. So I lied to you guys, there's actually one more room in here, and this looks like it's more kind of like food related. I think these are the two shirts we already saw. They do have some shirts here, but this room's really cool. This is kind of like very like bayou themed. Like I said, they still have kind of like the pirate thing going on in here, but this is pretty cool. It looks like they might have like some like hot sauces and stuff right over there, and then right here you got a bunch of different kind of desserts. Let's take a look at this too. You guys can just take a look at the desserts right here too. Some of these look pretty awesome on like those praline cookies. I'm really eyeing those up. Those look delicious, and that cake looks really good too. As you guys can see right inside the cake, it's got all different colors. Pretty awesome. And as you guys can see right above these really nice ladies who just asked us if we want anything, they have the prices there. So like king cake's about $4.99. The praline cookie looks like it's about $3.99. I'll just let you guys kind of take a look at the different prices right there. Also, if you guys just want to pause it and check out the prices, resume right back and come right back and join us. Here's one of the shows here that's always here, the beat builders, and they're kind of like drummers that look like construction workers. But as you guys see, they have some Mardi Gras decorations on there. So it's cool that they're doing like some of the regular shows, that they're adding the Mardi Gras theme to it. And as you guys can see too, they're adding beads as we speak. They're adding some more decorations to the scaffolding, which is pretty cool. So basically all my questions about is Pirates part of Mardi Gras, I mean, Universal's just shoving it in my face now. It definitely is, because I feel like everything we've seen since then has been somewhat pirate themed. As you guys can see in the background too, Cam's kind of doing his thing. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I'm gonna mention it right now, guys. If you want to check out Cam's channel, I'll have that in the description below. His subscriber count has skyrocketed recently, so check out all his cool content. He does a lot of Disney parks, Universal, things like that, so make sure to check that out. One thing I just noticed too, guys, is Jaws is actually missing. Usually he's hanging here. Now I'm wondering, maybe this is like a permanent thing. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, Jaws is missing right now. No Jaws. Right between the Puerto Rico truck and the Cuba tent is these busts of the king and queen. I got these busts, right? That's how you call them. Yeah, you got the queen right there, and then the king. So one of the cool things that Cam actually knows, like right where this bridge is kind of going towards Simpsons, which is over there, and then Harry Potter, which is kind of over in that section. They have this cool NOLA sign right over the bridge, which is pretty sweet. And Cam was just saying too, it's great for Instagrams. Now that we're on Instagrams, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And also I will put Cam's Instagram link in the description below. You guys can go check him out on Instagram. He's got a lot of good content on there as well. You can check that out. And guys, here's another look at another photo op opportunity here. They got like a male gesture and then a female gesture too, which is pretty cool. And they got their, I don't even know what you call those, like their sticks or whatever, but it does look pretty cool. They got like nice like flowers around it too, you guys can see. But yeah, this would be a great photo op, all for the Instagram, guys. All right, guys, Cam is actually getting one of the shirts here. This is pretty cool. This is probably my favorite of all the shirts we saw. There was like 3 or 4 different ones. Yeah. That is pretty cool. So guys, we're right back where we started, and you got this New Orleans truck right here, and they're actually throwing out beads. And I just want you guys to look closely too. They have social distance markers, so I guess you're supposed to stand on those, and then they'll throw the beads to you. Got one waving to us right there. Let's go stand here and see if we get some beads. Here we go. There we go, guys. We got our first beads of the day. What do you guys think? How do the beads look on me? Hopefully we can get some more. Maybe we'll have a competition with Cam and we'll see who can get more beads. So I just spoke to a team member and they said the booths are gonna open up around 11 o'clock. So I think we have about half an hour we gotta wait till the food does open up. At least now we know the time. 11 o'clock is when the food booths open up on a Saturday. All right, guys, we're at our first stop, the first food truck here. Well, this is actually even a food truck. It's kind of just, this is actually one of the nicer ones, one of the main ones here, New Orleans. And they got a crawfish and shrimp boil for $12.99, shrimp boil for $10.99, and then crawfish boil for the same price as the shrimp. And then the beignets too, which I think is what I'm gonna go for, and that's $5.99. Don't mind me, guys, I'm interrupting for a good reason. I talked about this in the video, but I want to be a little more clear about this pass, because this pass is going to be a lifesaver when it comes to Mardi Gras at Universal Studios Orlando. So you can get this pass for $55 if you are not a Universal Studios annual pass holder. You can get it for $55 and you'll get 10 items. But if you are an annual pass holder it's $65 and you actually can get 15 items. What's so good about this is, one, it doesn't expire. So you can actually use this any trip between the February 6th or March 28th when, you know, Mardi Gras is kind of going. And also, if I'm being honest, I really didn't follow this tip myself, and I wish I did. But get some more of the expensive items, because if you do that, because some of these items do range from $12 or more. If you get some of these more expensive items, if you bought, say, 5 or 6 of those, you've already surpassed the amount of money you would have spent if you didn't have that. It's already paid for the pass in itself. And in that case, you wouldn't even be halfway through your pass either. So you can get these more expensive items that maybe you wouldn't even adventure to get if you didn't have the pass, because you didn't want to, you know, break the wallet or things like that. Like, this is a way you can save money and probably spend about half the amount of money you would if you were to get all those items without the pass. So enough from me here, let's go back to the park. Cam's digging in over there, but here are the beignets, guys, what they look like. They look pretty dang good. But yeah, we'll have to try it out. Yeah, those are good. I haven't had the ones over in Disney like a long time, so I can't compare, but not very greasy or anything like that. Powder's good. It is a little messy, but I mean, you can expect that. But overall, yeah, I think we're both kind of giving a thumbs up for it. So if you guys are here and you are at this one, yeah, definitely get the beignets. I recommend it. So with these passes too, guys, there are drinks are included on there. Right? There'll be like an emblem on the menu. You'll be able to know if that is like fits on to if you can get that drink or not. Happy Mardi Gras, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Checking my spot over here.
Is this your ship?
This is my ship.
Very nice.
You guys having a good day?
We are. How about yourself?
Yes, sir.
Here's a look at the menu, guys. Right here, you got the vegan bratwurst. It's $8.99. Bavarian pretzel, $8.49. And pork schnitzel slider for $5.99. All right, guys. So here is the pork schnitzel slider, which just looks awesome. This was $5.99, and I got the pretzel too, which comes with some mustard. And that was $8.49, I believe, which just by the looks of it, I almost would say this is a better deal, because this looks like you get maybe just as much, if not more, when this is like, you know, a little more expensive too, almost like $3 more. All right, guys, so like I said, I just showed you the food. I ended up getting, it's like the Weiss Abers, I forget what exactly it was called, but it is like a banana beer, which I usually kind of like that kind of stuff. This one was $6, I think the other two were $7. The other two that she said had kind of like smoky taste to it, so I ended up like steering away from that, but let's see how it is. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know, I feel like I've had something like similar to this, but yeah, not bad. I mean, would I get again? Possibly. But yeah, not too bad. All right, guys, so we're gonna try the pretzel first without anything on it, which I thought it was a cheese sauce, so maybe that actually is cheese, not mustard. We'll find out. It looks like mustard, yeah. But let's take a bite of this. Typical pretzel, but it's not like super like hard or anything like that. Sometimes when they're in like those, you know, heater things that like circulate, like it gets hard, stuff like that. It's soft pretzel, good. Not the best I ever had, not the worst, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. Now I'd be lying to say that if this was what I was looking forward to the most. This looks pretty good. Alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. Like, what is that? Is that just like cheese on top of it?
And melted cheese.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like a cheese on top of it. Really good. The schnitzel's like really good too. I'd highly suggest this, and for $5.99 too, like that's like a pretty good deal, especially on this thing too. So, and that's like one thing I want to say too is like I would say this is a better deal than the pretzel, but at least like with that, it's like the pretzel was like $8.49, so like, at least it was on this, right? Because then like that kind of adds up. Like that was like $20-something I just spent on that, plus the other $6 I spent earlier. So it's like already I've probably filled like I'm close to half of what I already like did on this thing, and I've only gotten, I guess, what, 4 items altogether, so it's definitely a good deal. So you'll put our hands out. Dance?
Yeah, dance.
Never fails. All right, guys, so we got our 4th thieves. They made you work this one, but you had to dance. I brought the classic shopping cart. Never fails. But yeah, guys, we're getting some bling here today. The king and queen here, just assuming, but they got their masks on, and their other masks too, 2 masks. One for their mouths and one for their eyes, I guess, but pretty cool. We're at the New Orleans truck now. I keep calling them food trucks, but it's more like a box. But we're at the New Orleans stand right now, and I think I'm going for that jambalaya at $5.99. And then I think I'm also gonna go for the Tropical Storm Fruit Punch, which is $6. They also have the Atufi. Now I'm probably butchering that, but if you guys want to let me know how to pronounce that. What is it? Etouffee, there we go. Someone nice enough on the line was able to tell me etouffee is how you pronounce it. I was gonna ask you guys to put in the comments if that's all right. And then they also have the Purple Haze, which is 9 ounce, and that's $5. And they also have soda and water as well. And then we got a jambalaya. I was literally standing there because I didn't think this was mine. Because I don't know, for some reason I always thought, I expect to be in like a bowl. And I don't know, I always thought it was almost like a stew kind of thing. And then they got this like little crawfish on top too that fell off. But that's pretty cool. And then we got the Tropical Storm Punch as well, which the colors in this look pretty cool. You see it's like a little darker too, down below. All right guys, we'll try the drink first. Oh yeah, that's real good. Yeah, you can taste the rum, but it's not like too much or anything like that. It goes really good.
Enough where you realize like there's alcohol in it. Like
yeah.
Just for juice.
Well, and that's good, because any place like this, I always feel like they might drip you of the alcohol, so that's kind of nice that they don't. This is the first taste of the jambalaya. That's pretty good. Rice isn't dry. You definitely taste like the Cajun in it. A little spice to it. That's good. I never really had jambalaya before, and I mean, I guess I gotta prove that when I thought it was like a stew, but it's good. Alright guys, so I'm cheating a little bit here. I didn't get it was like the frites, which I think we saw earlier. It was starting to rain, so we didn't film the actual truck. But Cam can fill you guys in on his experience with the fries.
So the first fry I had was very good. Good fry, obviously. Salty, had pepper on it. Then I went to grab the second fry and there was a big piece of hair on it. As you all know, it just ruins the whole thing. So yeah, I just haven't eaten anything else. That's it, just ruined my whole appetite. But other than that, the first one was very good.
Alright guys, so we've taken some Instagram photos. We've tried a lot of different food, things like that. I mean, we've made our way around this thing quite a bit. I think we've even doubled some of the floats as well, getting some more beads and things like that. But yeah, it's been fun. I think we're just gonna keep walking around too, see what else maybe. I know my stomach's kind of saying otherwise. I'm pretty full right now, but we'll see what the rest of the day has in store. One thing I want to add too, as far as tables go here, I wasn't sure like coming into this whole day, like if there's gonna be a lot of tables available to like sit at, because I know like in Disney World when you're doing a lot of the food festivals, you're eating on garbage cans and things like that, just trying to make it work. Sometimes you're like sitting on like the sidewalk, things like that. But here, there's almost a table every time we went. I think the closest call was like in the New Orleans section. When we had the jambalaya, there was like one wooden table left. But even then, we were still able to score that. So, good thing to know that there are a lot of options to sit here. I've been pretty impressed with that. All right, guys, so now we're here. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me over the music, but we're at Studio Style to get pins and magnets for Universal annual pass holders. So let's go check it out. I've never like gotten a magnet from here before, so I'm pretty excited to see what we get. So here we have our magnet, which is pretty cool looking. It's got like the alligator, the Ina beignet. Beignets are delicious, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, beignets. Look at that, check that out, it's pretty cool. And then also they gave us a magnet, because I guess you get one like every month. And I don't know if they do this on purpose or not, but they gave me 2. So I got 2 of the magnets, which is pretty cool. I know my family will appreciate that for sure. And yeah, look at this, pretty cool. Pretty excited about this. Like my first like annual pass like free gift, I guess you could say. I mean, it's not really free because I'm paying for the pass, but nice to know you get a little something something. Guys, as I mentioned, don't forget to follow Cam's Travels. He's posting all the time different videos. He goes Universal, in the park, all that good stuff. Yeah, make sure to check that out. The Magic Kingdom, he did all the rides in one day, so go check that out.
Don't do it, it's awful.
But watch it.
But watch it, just watch it. It was a long day, but watch it, yes.
Yeah, don't do it, but watch it. One thing I just want to add, guys, too, and you can see it's crowded for yourselves, but we were just talking about this earlier, like I haven't felt like overwhelmed yet. There might have been some times where I was like, oh man, it's a little too crowded for my taste, but I kind of just like moved to the side and was fine. Like even now it's like a little more crowded, but if you just stay to the side, kind of do your own thing, that's not something you have to worry about. The reason I say too is because with COVID and everything going on, there's some people that are a little more careful. You know, they're not sure about if they should go to the parks or not. And one thing that's pretty cool, guys, now, I know it's just in this area. I'm not sure if it's just in this area or if it's really all around the park. I wasn't really paying attention. But they do have these awesome, like, gesture hats on the light posts here, which is pretty cool. Nice little, like, side decoration. You know, little details that maybe you might not notice, right off the bat. All right, guys, we're back here. We're actually walking over to the other park because apparently this is what they do when they're at capacity. So now we're walking over to Islands Adventure. Now this is kind of the side through. The Blue Man Group ride, I believe, is like right over here. We're gonna go right by that, and then this is the Minion ride, and then Rip Ride Rocket is right here. But we're kind of like going through this little sideway to get over to the other park. All right, guys, so we're just winding down here at Mardi Gras 2021. This was my first time. I had a good time. Cam, I don't want to put you on the spot, but like I know you, I think you said you came here like 2 years ago. So
yeah.
like, how did this compare to like that?
So when I came 2 years ago, when I came 2 years ago, there was like actual parades and stuff. So like the parades, like during the daytime and the night, would be the floats that we saw today, and they would just throw beads and people would line the streets. So other than that, it was basically the same. And then other than the food too, they didn't have as many food booths, which I really liked. I think they did a great job. So
yeah. That's going to like, I kind of want to like feed off of that too, because like I'm wondering, like we were saying before, like I wonder if they will do like Mardi Gras the same way like this again. Like obviously, if COVID is more relaxed by the time next year, like I'm sure they'll have the floats going. But I mean, like as far as like food, like will they bring that back, or will they make that like two separate things? I'd be interested to know that.
Yeah.
Like what they end up doing.
I can see them doing like their own kind of like food and wine kind of.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, because it seemed like it was like a hit too. Like all the lines were pretty full. But even then though, like I never waited on line where I was like, oh man, this is like awful.
Yeah, like, we ate the food and we're like, oh, that was not worth it. Besides when I had the fries, but like that's not there. Like it is what it is. But
yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen every time.
Yeah,
for everyone's sake. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for joining me in Mardi Gras 2021. I had a blast. Hope you guys did too. And we'll see you on the next go around.